someone is keeping you up at night with all the things that they said, with all the things that they've done, with all the action that they have taken against you. They keeping you up at night, Scorpio. And I'm gonna be real, this has caused a lot of issues. I feel like under what circumstances it is, regardless of whether it's romantic, regardless of whether it's family, it does hurt you. So like the hurt that I see, like a lot of the pain that I see is triggered by your past. It's triggered by like the things that you unfortunately keep repeating in your life, the cycles that keep appearing in your life based on like the choices that you make for whoever you're bringing into your life, right? So like the ghosting situation, I'm trying to understand it. I think there is almost like this doubt, the seed of doubt that ends up in your head every time you end up with one of these types of people. Like I can see it right here, right? Okay, there's like this seed of doubt, and this card kind of represents also like secrets and game plan and like somebody having a past. There's a seed of doubt that's getting spread in your head where somehow you believe that like, regardless of what someone's dealing with within that current moment, even if they're married, even if they're in a relationship, even if they're like, doing something severely toxic to somebody else, that they can still somehow also have a relationship with you and love you. There's a double standard here that I feel like happens whenever you get around a man or a woman where you've been cheated on or you've been misused and abused your whole entire life by a man or a woman. You've always been in this type of predicament where you're in the monkey in the middle, or you're the third, or you're like the person who is chosen second out of the situation. Almost always you're always put into these very complicated situations, and you can't seem to like understand why people are so disinterested in having a healthy relationship or a healthy connection with you. This is going to take a lot of inner healing for you. This is something that purely only you can do by yourself. You can only make so many excuses for yourself before you choose correctly, which is choosing to be alone and choosing not to pick a side, but to choose yourself, right? Choose yourself in it. Make sure that you can become the best that you can be before meeting the one, right? Before meeting that person who's actually going to support you and make you feel loved and appreciated. Because no one can save you from yourself. Only you can save you from yourself. Only you can save yourself from being hurt or harmed in some type of way. And that's kind of like, where we have to become self-aware in what we're doing to create or cause these situations to happen. Your whole life, like I said, you've been the monkey in the middle. Your whole life, you've had to ignore your own feelings and take into consideration everyone else's. Your whole life, you'd have to sacrifice yourself in order to please or to comfort other people in their suffering. And that's not something you have to do anymore. That's not something you have to choose anymore. You don't have to choose the gangster. You don't have to choose the bad boy. You don't have to choose the girl that was treated right by all the men in her life, or all whatever your situation is. But you don't have to choose the people who aren't choosing you, who were never in the beginning of the relationship even able to choose you. You don't have to pick the parent who ended up choosing a man over you. You don't have to choose the dad who ended up having a whole other family, a double life type situation. You don't have to choose any of those people when you can just choose you. Choose yourself. Don't choose to have a relationship out of the goodness of your heart, because at the end of the day, the goodness of your heart towards these situations has already been tainted. It's already been put to rest. It's already been done for a really long time. Your success, Ace of Pentacles, your success does not come from, your successful relationship will never come from this amount of trauma and this amount of like toxicity, right? It'll never come from these types of people, ever. Your happiness will never, ever, ever be long term if you continue to mess and play with this type of individual. So let's see what's going to go on down in the future here for Scorpio. Future. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, Judgment card in the upright. You're still going to get a lot of these people into your life. No matter what you do, they're always going to be attracted to someone like you who has a heart, okay, who has a heart, you know, even though you're no bullshit, it's like they take advantage of your background. They take advantage of the things that you have been through already. Okay, they always take advantage of that shit. They take advantage of the fact that you are so kind-hearted, you know. So you're strong, but you're structured in your strength. Like you know where to use it. You know how to be soft. They'll take advantage of that piece of you, your softness. They'll always, but they're, like I said, it's always these men or these women that get into like horror, like they're always in abusive cycles, always in abusive relationships, and then they'll be on and off seeing their ex-partners and then also talking to you because you make them feel safe. You make them feel calm where that person that they're dealing with can't. But by doing that, they're putting you in a situation to where you are second. You are always put second. You're not put first, you are put second. And that's not fair to you, Scorpio. You deserve someone who's going to put you first and always put you first. Okay, that's the thing. You can't recover from that. You can't, like, if you are getting with a cheater, just know by nature, they are going to continue to cheat. You know, when people say, oh, a cheater's not always going to be a cheater, until they tackle that trauma in a therapy session, they will always be a cheater. Always. Doesn't matter who they're with. Well, you made me want to become loyal to you. Like, or I cheated on so many people in the past and I met you. That is an urge. That is an addiction. You know what I mean? Like that's an addiction. That's an urge that they get. On, you know, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop at you. It continues on, and it's a whole entire cycle up until the time that they get treated, up until the time they go to rehab, or up until the time that they get therapy. It's always going to be a cycle, and it's unavoidable. It just is. There's nothing you can do about it except for leave and find yourself, and then find someone who actually puts in the work. Okay, Scorpio, so that's what's going on with y'all.